Welcome to Ask Dr. Sunday, day 3. Hello, guys. Who's joining us this evening? Thank you. Who's there? Say hello. How are you? Hello, Rochelle White. How are you? How are you doing? How is New Zealand? Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. I am back. Yanu, how are you? Pastor Nikki, how are you? Thank you for holding the fort in the last 2 days. Thank you so much. Who else is there? Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We're asking Dr. Sunday, day 3, the special Golden Jubilee. Ask Dr. Sunday. How is everyone doing? I am doing well. I got back today. I am back here in Ukraine. I'm loving it. I'm happy. I had a good time in London, but here is my home now. So thank you, guys. Thank you for joining today. I'm so glad to be with you. Oriyomi, good evening. How are you? Thank you. So, guys, as you're coming in, can you start sharing? Share, please. Hello, Denise. How are you? I hope you're okay. How is everyone doing? I can't read your comment, but it's fine. Just keep coming in and sharing. Come in and share. Come and share. So how is your day today? Sunday, a new week, day 3. This is going to be a fabulous May. From tomorrow, we're starting another month, the best month of the year, given that it's Golden Jubilee, the DSA's Golden Jubilee. Hello, guys. Oh, my God, I feel so lonely that I can't read your comments. But keep them coming. Okay. So, hello, Daniel. How are you? MJ, good evening. How are you? Right. Dr. Sunday, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Yes, hello, everyone. Nice to, to be back. And it's my joy to answer your questions. If you have some questions, but you called the question, this time, Ask Pastor Sunday, but it's not Ask Pastor Sunday. Ask Pastor Sunday is once in a fortnight, that's where they ask me anything.
Yes.
And all the questions that they might want to know anything about Christianity, about the world. But this is different. This is DSA at 50.
Question time.
Yeah, question time. So DSA at 50 question time. So all the questions that we are welcoming this time are only questions pertaining to DSA's life or if this 58th birthday and things like that, things connected to that sense. So if you have questions that you might want or wish to ask, it has to be questions in that particular aspect of things. So it has to be limited to those areas of 58th, Pastor Sunday's 58th birthday, or his life in general, anything you might want to discover or know about the life of Pastor Sunday. So, so I'm ready. If there are some questions or some things that people might be interested in to know about my life.
Okay. Hello, guys. You heard Life and Direct. I've been corrected. So this is not Ask Dr. Sunday. This is Question Time DSA Golden Jubilee Special. So it's questions about Dr. Sunday, whatever you want to know about his life, about his ministry, anything is open today and for the rest of May as well. So we started a few days ago and we're continuing for the whole of May until the 28th. So this is not Ask Pastor Sunday, but this is Golden Jubilee Question Time. Any question pertaining to Dr. Sunday, you're free to ask. So I hope you'll be asking really tough questions. Okay? All right. Right. The first question, sir, is how do you address money management issues if your wife does not know how to manage money? And each time
do you just want to go directly into questions? That's like being a micromanager.
Okay, hold on.
Instead of you I'm not going to hold on. You are going to be alert and be here and now enough to be able to do your job. So I'm not going to stop or repeat because of that. So you have to learn to be here and now, yes, and alert and live consciously. So I think why should you just be satisfied about asking questions on what somebody has asked or has not asked? Why don't you put yourself in the position of people who might want to know anything about Pastor Sunday or what you already discovered? And why don't you start out with that, with just letting people know what they should know or what you have discovered, or what, just engaging in conversation and live conversation with people, rather than just
robotic.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Then that doesn't bring the life, because we are celebrating a life of someone's life, 50 years. So what makes this life unique from other lives? And those are the things you want to deliberate on.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, guys, you heard already, so I'm not going to repeat that. But that's true, because, I always have a lot to say. And I think that's a very good point in terms of engagement and not be autocratic or even robotic in this day. It's still celebration all the way through. And yes, I have some things to say. And one of the things that I want to say, actually, I know we're celebrating life, but a few weeks ago, I asked Dr. Sunday what's very important, how he feels about being 50. And his answer was really striking to me. He said, oh, I'm so happy. This was his expression that, oh, I'm so happy, I'm glad. And I was like, okay, what's the reason? Why are you so happy? I really want to know. Well, guess what? The answer is that he's getting closer to going to heaven, to dying. I was so shocked to hear that answer. I wasn't expecting that at all. And, not that I am surprised that he's giving me a surprising answer, because, Dr. Sunday already, if you're already familiar with him, he never ceased to surprise me personally. And I'm sure that most of you probably feel the same. So, but that answer, at first, I was really angry. I really don't know why I was angry, because, I thought of death in a very negative way. Even as a Christian, I still think of death in a negative way, until he answered that question. And I was really struck. And he said, yes, I'm going to heaven. And I was like, how can you say that? How can you say, you're getting closer to death, and that's what making you happy about being 50? And he said, oh, well, what do I think? Do I believe that earth is better than heaven? And then I thought about it, like, oh, that's a good point. I never really thought about it. I know that we all say, I want to be in heaven or be in paradise, but do we really believe it? So he challenged me, and from that day onwards, I don't think a day goes by without me thinking about heaven and earth and why I'm here. And, I'm really keen on purpose, and that answer has really, really changed my life. It's changed my thinking, my mindset. So I'm always very keen to know more and understand more in terms of, why how long is felt this way, what brought this about. Because I think I was so struck that day that I didn't ask further question. I was just so dumbfounded when he gave me the answer, and with the zeal that he gave the answer. So, sir, I want to just, because I didn't record it that day, I haven't started recording that day. Can you answer that question again? The question that I asked you that a few weeks ago about why was important about you being 50? What you are happy about, what you glad about in terms of being 50?
No, I said I was looking forward to being 50.
Yes.
And one of the reasons I was looking forward to it was because I was actually looking forward to 50 First, for some very mundane reason, very ordinary reason that people might, but that is not working out for me yet. I thought when I would be 50, I would be having gray hair. I was looking forward to gray hair. And I wanted to have gray hair, and I thought 50 is connected like to gray hair, as relationship to gray hair. That when I'm 50, I will be able to have more gray hair. And unfortunately, I don't have it at 50. I'm so sad because I had thought, when you get old, then you should have gray hair. And the reason I want to have gray hair is because I want to when I finish having gray hair, I want to have beard, but for it to be, I don't have beard now. It's because I'm shaving it. So I want to be able to leave it.
Gray hair? Is that for real? Gray hair and beard? Okay, let me continue, sir. Don't let me interrupt you.
No, because
Guys, can you believe it? Who wants gray hair and who wants beard? Okay, maybe beard, but gray beard as well. Who wants that? Is it for real? Okay.
Yes, I was looking forward to gray beard. I was looking forward to gray hair so that I could grow gray beard. I could have beard, but gray. Yeah, gray all over here.
Did you see the way he was describing it? Gray hair, gray beard. Guys, I can't get over this. I dyed my gray patches. And he was gray hair. He said it's not working for him, and he's sad about that. Who's sad about not having gray hair? This is an industry, sir, that you're messing up again. An industry that sells products to change the color of your hair from gray to a desired color. Gray is never desired. So again, you see what I mean? I forgot about that. Actually, you did say that as well. I forgot about that because that wasn't that important to me. Because I'm still trying to chew the fact that he said he's looking forward to death. To even think about the gray hair, that's another thing. I'm thinking, okay, I could a box of gray colorant to color his hair. So this gray hair thing is just something else. Who does that? I wish I could see your comment. Who does that?
You can't see it? Or
I can't
because
see
you have
I can't see your comments, but gray hair. Guys, what have you got to say about that? I really want to read the comments. Can you see the comments?
Well,
Hold on.
So what I said about death was in connection to the gray hair. So I said I was looking forward to be 50 because I was looking forward to growing gray beard, because I have to gray hair at 50 so that I could grow gray beard. Now, why is that important? And anybody who knows Pastor Sunday by now should know that everything Pastor Sunday says, as foolish as it might sound at first, is actually, Pastor Sunday doesn't just say anything out of talking, just to talk. And anything Pastor Sunday says is not just to entertain people, to make people laugh. But if I'm saying anything like this, it means there might be a little bit of science behind it or some wisdom behind it that you might want to discover. So why on earth do I look forward to having gray hair? And why on earth do I look forward to growing gray beard?
Good question, sir.
Okay. So the reason is because for me, I see gray hair and gray beard as the reminder of nature, or the bell of nature. You know bells? You use bell, yeah. What is this church bell? You call it like an alarm. Yeah, I think the alarm system of nature. The alarm system. I think it's better to actually say alarm system. Okay. So I see gray here as nature, God's alarm system that is built and that is constructed and built into the human nature. So God's alarm system that is built into us to alarm us about something.
Okay. Guys, it's getting serious now. And you know, I like I like my fun. So, God's alarm system to alert us about something. Wow. That's not what I've ever heard before. I've heard wisdom. You know, if you have gray hair, then, you know, it means that you're wise. I've heard all sorts of things, but not an alarm system to alert us about life. It's getting serious now, guys. Hello. Okay. Okay, it's getting too serious, sir. So can you explain that? Expand on that alarm system.
So, if we agree that everything that God does, He doesn't do them just randomly out of idleness or out of the fact that He doesn't have anything to do and unthoughtfully. God does not do anything unthoughtfully. Everything that God does are well thought out. So God is a thoughtful God. As a result, why then will God incorporate in man the mechanism of growing gray hair? That is why you now get the answer, because incorporated into the human nature to be and act as that nature's built-in alarm system.
Okay. All right. Let me right now, because what is God alarming you about? What could it possibly be alarming us about?
Well, when do you use an alarm? You use an alarm normally when you want to wake up in the morning.
Yes.
You use an alarm because you want something to alert you. You want to be alert.
Okay.
Okay. And then,
Is it live again?
yeah.
It's back.
Can you talk? Can you see you?
Hi, guys.
You have to apologize for what happened and go back to what we have said.
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry about the interruption with the internet. I don't know what's happened. I think it's my phone. So hopefully it won't happen again. So join us again, as you're joining, please share. This is really interesting, and I don't want anyone to miss it, and I'm sure you don't want to miss it as well. So please share with as many people as you can. Continue to share with individuals and also share on your page. So
I think it's good to go and share. Let's share, or first of all, let people come back in.
okay. So let me read some of the comments in the meantime that I have already.
And I think you have a lot of questions that you might want to ask later on.
Yes. Omonike says, now wow, I have gray hair, especially in the front part of my hair. I don't really like it. It makes one look like you're getting old. Laugh out loud. That's Olanike. I feel the same way, Omonike. Oluwakayode says, Queen Omonike, I guess you're afraid of old age, yes. MJ said to Mommy Deborah Cole, greetings, ma. I'm sure your alarm system all over the place. MJ, that's cheeky. But it's fun. Keep it coming. Oriyomi says, in the Western world, I think gray hair could be stress related. Okay, that's possible. That's a possibility. If you're young as well, I think maybe. MJ, whole network, I rebuke you. Okay, yes.
Can you put the camera in a way that it should show more of you? Otherwise, you show more of the ceiling.
Okay, right now?
Just put.
Okay.
Just on the edge. Just
Yeah.
on the, not on the opposite here. Yeah. So,
Like
yeah,
this?
So that your head will almost, something like that.
Maybe.
No, but that's so that you'll be visible still.
Is it better?
No, it's gone over the bottom. Maybe you just need to move backward a little bit. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, guys. Are we coming back? Yes, we're coming back. Slowly, surely. Please keep sharing. Darlene said, I saw my daughter has one gray hair yesterday and we were laughing about it. For me, was very young also when I started having gray hair. I don't like it at all. You see, everybody are in the same page with me. Okay. Okay. Frozen. Okay, I have another question here.
When you are taking such a break, don't forget that people are watching you.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm still I'm still trying to settle back. So that's not excuse though. So apologies. But let's go.
Here and now.
Yes.
Conscious, don't forget yourself. Always be here and now.
Here and now. Here and now. Okay, I'm here and now. I'm gonna get it together. Okay, so can you continue? We've got enough people now.
You didn't tell me what to continue.
Okay. This is it. This is the school of life that I'm in right now. Right, sir. The question that we're asking in terms of the reason, what you're looking forward to about being 50. You answered the question in such a way. I asked you this question a few weeks ago, and you answered it in such a way that I was really struck. And what really struck me about it was the part where you said you're looking forward to going to heaven, which means you're going to die. And when I gave you the camera to speak, and you spoke about the other part of the question that you answered, which is gray hair, and you're touching on that right now, which is that you were looking forward to having gray hair, which unfortunately you don't have yet, and also to have gray beard, and you were explaining the reason why God will give you gray hair, which is like an alarm system to alert you. You explained that God does not do anything without a reason. So whatever God does, He has a reason for it. And gray hair is the reason for gray hair is an alarm system. So for that reason, you were expanding that this alarm. And I asked the question that why would God need to alarm you? What do you need to be alert about? You gave answers from, the reasons why we have alarm system in reality in the world, which is to wake you up, which is to remind you of something or to remind you of a time, and you were giving your own explanation of the reason why God would alarm you or alert you, and then the internet froze. So we're back. So can you continue, please?
Can you encourage people to share first?
Yes. So guys, please share this. I can't wait to hear the rest of this, and I know that also you would also like to hear the rest of this. But instead of having to tell other people, let them join in, and the only way they can join in is by you sharing. So please share. Thank you.
So why do you need an alarm system? You need an alarm system because you want to be awake. You want to be awake. You want to be awakened. If you are not awakened, then you sleep off, or you will oversleep. You will outsleep or oversleep a certain important event. You will outsleep or oversleep events that are important. You will oversleep life. You will oversleep life, events, important things in life. So just like you need that alarm system so that you'll be able to be awake to do what you need to do, so that you'll be able to awake to go to school on time. But most importantly, alarm system is always having something to do with time. And the reason why you put alarm system, you put alarm on, is always connected to time. So, for example, because you need to go out at 7 o'clock, you put alarm at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. It's always connected to time. Alarm is always connected to time. So, what is the connection between gray hair and an alarm system?
Time.
Okay. What is the connection between gray hair and alarm system? The connection between gray hair and alarm system is awareness, awakeness, and alertness. So when I say I'm waiting for gray hair and I'm looking forward to when I will be gray, when I'm having gray hair, is because I know the function and the purpose of gray hair. Gray hair is God's inbuilt alarm system for us so that we don't miss out on time and on life. When in your own case, when you put on alarm system and you put on an alarm so that you don't miss out on
What's happening? I don't know what's going on. Hi guys, I can see here on Dr. Sunday's side is it's okay.
I don't know. His camera is not.
Okay, so I think we use this camera. We use mine.
okay?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Or you want us to change places?
No,
Probably,
you don't-
because you will not be able to change it.
It's blurry on this side. I would just come over and ask my questions.
Okay.
Yeah. So just go ahead.
If you want me to go ahead, I like perfection. I don't. Yeah, that's good. That's now better. So where did I stop? I stopped at talking about
You said the connection.
the connection between alarm system and gray hair is just like when you put alarm, you put an alarm so that you don't miss out on time. But that is you as an individual, you don't want to miss out on time. But when it comes to an alarm system that is concerning your life, not just your appointment and engagement right now, but when it's concerning your life, the alarm system that God puts in place is always having to do with not just time, because time is life, is having to do with life, with your life. So when I talk about gray hair as the inbuilt alarm system, what that means is that the inbuilt alarm system is your gray hair. Your gray hair is that inbuilt alarm system so that you don't miss out on life. You know, just like alarm wakes you up. And when alarm wakes you up, it wakes you up to do what? Alarm wakes you up so that you don't miss out the time, your appointment. So when gray hair begins to come in your life, that shows you, or God is trying to tell you, hey, wake up. Your time is running out. And He's waking you up. He's supposed to act as your alarm. Is to be an alarm to you. Is to be an awakening to you. And it's also to be an urgency to you. So it's not just, that's why children, it's abnormal for children of 5 years old or 2 years old to be having gray hair. People normally, according to, apart from some unprecedented events that happen, or maybe stress or something that's a biological something, mess up or mishap. Apart from that, the natural way of things, the natural order of things is that gray hair only comes to you after a certain period of life. Why? Because that is connected to the fact that when you have gray hair, God is trying to tell you, your time is coming to an end. Your time is coming to an end. Your time is coming to an end. Yeah, your time is coming to an end. Hey, and when they are coming just little by little, or little by little, that is nothing. That's just the beginning. Okay, take care. Be careful. Okay, it's the beginning. It's the second part of your life, or it's the third part of your life. Then when it's coming all over, gray hair everywhere, then baby God is trying to tell you, hey, you're almost done. You're almost done. Your time is up. You have almost used your reserves. God is trying to tell you that your reserve of life is coming to an end. Your reserve of life is being spent. You are running out of time. 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 And the reason why the gray hair has to be everywhere, and that alarm system could have been put somewhere else, but God put the alarm system in the most impeccable, or whatever you call it, yeah, what they call it,
Prominent.
promiscuous places.
Prominent.
No, not prominent. Promiscuous place. Promiscuous. Not promiscuous. Is that promiscuous places? Or there's a word like that I'm looking for. In the most, I think it's promiscuous places. Anyway, the most visible places, or maybe not necessarily visible, but the kind of places in your body that it will not bypass your attention. So it's put in your ear. Gray hair is situated, is connected. God has built it in. It's not the medical doctors who built it in. It's not your mother who built it in. It's not your father who built it in. Why is it that it's built in by nature, except by God himself? He built it in such prominent places, or in such unique places, that is impossible to neglect, and is impossible to bypass or outlook. Bypass or outlook, is it bypass? Outlook, what do you call it? Overlook. You cannot overlook it. And the reason is because your head, each time you look at mirror, the first thing you see is the reality that my alarm is all over me. My alarm is all over me. My alarm is all over me. My days are passing. My years are passing. My time is passing. I need to act now. I need to act fast. I need to move. I need to do something. That is if you are a thinking person. Only a thinking person will know that and connect that to the alarm of nature. It's an inbuilt mechanism of awakening. It's an inbuilt mechanism of awareness. It's an inbuilt mechanism of alertness. And it's an inbuilt mechanism of, of God trying to make you to wake up from your slumber. And so that you don't just, waste and trivialize your life. And you don't just waste and trivialize your potential and your resources, so that you don't just wait until your time and your life runs out. And so gray hair is an important indicator that God is telling you you are in the second stage of your life. Then when you grow more, you are in the third stage of your life. Then when you grow more, then your time is running out. Run faster, walk more effectively. And so it's but it's put in, those gray hair are put in such places that there is just no way you will not know that God is trying to tell you something. I mean, can you imagine, apart from the ear and gray hair being all over on your head, which is inconceivable, you cannot conceal it. Inconcealable, you cannot conceal it. Let's talk about where we find gray hair again. You find gray hair in your private. There is just no way anybody could avoid that. You cannot avoid your private, because it is just the most personal thing to you. So God is sending a personal message to you.
Wow. This is serious, guys. For me, it's really, really serious, because I didn't really think God was even concerned with my gray hair, or it matters to him at all. And now I'm hearing that he's using it as a decoder to send me messages about my journey and my purpose in life. So that again now, gosh. Okay, I have loads of questions, and if I start to ask my own question, I don't think.
It's a conversation.
Okay, my question
Because
is
you are
that.
representing them. Yeah.
Okay, well, not their question, my own question.
You are representing them.
Okay, right. I have this question about. You don't have any gray hair yet. Does that mean that God is not alarming you to anything? It's not alerting you to anything?
A good question. Brilliant question. Brilliant question. And the reason the question is brilliant, is because that is the next thing I wanted to touch on. So what about people who don't have gray hair? What about people like me who can see it? Well, to a large extent, there are some people who are going to live longer and some people are going to die faster. This is not biblical. I'm not saying this is in the Bible or something. This is my hypothesis. This is just from me thinking. I like to question everything and think about everything. So just from me thinking, I think when you begin to have gray hair early, that might be a sign for you that God wants to get your attention very early. Begin to put your focus in line on time. If you know this, or that if you have this understanding that gray hair is an alarm system, so when you begin to have it when you are 15 or 20, you should begin, if you connect it with destiny, and with eternity, it should be an indication to you that, okay, if I'm 20 and I already have gray hair, I need to begin to focus my life. It should help you to begin to focus your life, to begin to pay more attention to what you do, and to begin to be more purposeful. Instead of you to be living a frivolous and trivial life like other people live, that you cannot afford a frivolous life right now. And if you're having gray hair, it could mean that God might be telling you it is not a panacea. I'm saying now, it's not an order. It's not that this is how it's supposed to be and this is how it is. There might be a lot of genetic reasons why it might not be. It cannot be like a truth, like it must be like this on only. But I'm just connecting it to purpose. So when you begin to have it, it could be that you might get to a point in your adult life when you might not be as having so much strength and as capable of working as much and the way you would have done it in your youth. Most people who have gray hair early, by the time they are 40 or 50 or 60, they look very old, or they get old, or they get sick, or many of them have sicknesses and that's gray hair when they are young is a sign that something might have been altered with or tampered with, or some things are not functioning well in the body, in the organism. And so by the time they get real old, like 60, 40, 50, 60, they are looking old, much old. Their body is giving up, and their situation, their health condition is always almost worse than for regular people who have all the things in place. And just like the same way you look at some people who might be 40 and they're looking at like 60. But there are some other people also genetically, or who might be 60 but they look at like 40. So it's sometimes those things are in our body and they might be conducted like that. So if you are someone that is already looking, and having gray hair when you are young, but it might be a sign for you that by the time you are old, don't wait till you are old or you are older before you begin to do something serious about your life. It might be a sign for you to know that, hey, this is a sign that I might get out of life quite quicker than I was thinking. It's not just in getting old. It might even be in death. Some people like that might even die. It might be a sign for them to begin to do something so that, they might, if they happen to leave the earth earlier, that they will succeed in doing. So it's like just you getting your alarm system early. And if you get your alarm system early, it means you'll be able to succeed in doing a lot of stuff. You will succeed in being able to put a lot of things in order if you, respond to your alarm system on time. But if you leave your alarm system to the last minute, you might not succeed in doing much anyway at the end of the day. So that's the way I see that.
Oh my God.
You are almost crying.
Yes, I am crying.
You are crying?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Because I had gray hair when I was 16.
Okay. So
And
it's like I was talking about you.
yes, you were. And I had gray hair. I dyed it already. You can't say it. So hey, and I think your explanation, even though you said it's not biblical, is spot on. If I look at my life in terms of what it means physically, especially what it means physically, health-wise, and all that.
Yes.
Following.
You're stuck.
Yes. So, so I had a terrible health issue.
You see?
Yes. That.
See, I didn't even know this.
No.
But I didn't even, that's why I say it's not biblical, it could not be confirmed, and I cannot say this is the truth, ultimate truth, but from my thinking and from knowing the nature of God and the principles of God and how God works and how nature is built, this is what's making me to come to this.
I can't believe it. That's why I wanted to cry, right? Because I was living in the ignorance that this is going to be my next question, but I was
giving you an example to
yes. I had a terrible health issue. It was really, really bad for 11 years as a young person, and that health issue is actually even related to what older people in their 70s have, not at my age. So I had that health issue.
Why are you connecting that with gray hair now?
No, because if it's an alarm, it's an alerting people that older.
You started having gray hair when?
16.
Okay.
Age 16. So it's the health issue I had was something that would be found in somebody that is in the maybe late 60s, and I battled that for so many years, and thank God, I'm fine. But the crying is that when you're living in the ignorance, thinking that there's something wrong. Number one, not knowing that my gray hair even means anything. Nobody even told me. No one around even said, and it was in a very prominent for me, right in front here, place. And then going through all those things that I went through, the health issue, and I was thinking, what happened? God has forsaken me. Life is terrible. What have I done wrong? What have somebody done wrong? Without even paying any attention to my purpose, not paying any attention to why I'm here. It was just wasted time. So moving on from that, because I really want to ask people's questions, is that for those of us that have lived at least 10, 15, 20 years, not paying any attention to the gray hair, how can we compensate? Because if God has been telling you something for so many years and you're not even paying attention, the alarm, you're not waking up, you're still in your slumber, how can you deal with that? Because, mine's not, it's been around, I've had it for since I was 16, and it's not like it's growing, like I'm having more on my head, but it's been there from that time. And then the example of the issues that I've had health-wise, and how can I reconcile the lost time? They're not paying attention to the alarm, not understanding that this is even an alert to me. And I'm sure that many people out there as well, because I've never heard this before. And I know that others haven't. I know that there'll be others that haven't heard it. The best thing I've heard is wisdom, and that's it. So how can we reconcile or compensate?
How can you reconcile? Well, I don't think any other person has ever heard of this before, unless they've heard from me, because I never heard of this before anywhere or from anyone. But I've mentioned it a little bit in some of my broadcasts, just by passing. But what would I say about you? Someone like you, you said, I've been having that gray hair, and then you had issues with health. you also see that you have other blessings that is supposed to compensate for that. Okay, because the purpose of alarm system is supposed to wake you up and keep you alert to do your assignments, to do what you need to do, not to trivialize time, and to actually succeed in doing what you ought to do in life. And so, in your own case, I would think the fact that you are not married, and single is a blessing. It's a huge, huge blessing to compensate for those 10 years you have lost in battling that sickness, and that you could actually use the advantage of singleness to recover and to cover the ground that you have lost in 10 years. Because if you had been married, and then you have lost 10 years to sickness, and then you are still married with children and husband, then you will not even succeed in doing anything about your future and destiny at all. But because of the deception of life, thinking that as a single lady you needed to be married, and some people might even think it's a disadvantage that you are not married, and some people might even be thinking it's bad fortune, but they don't know that that is a God's compensation and God's wisdom that you will use, because the Bible says that those who are single should be thinking about the things that pertain to God. So your singleness is actually your opportunity to think of the things that pertain to God, to things that God created you here for and sent you here for. So it's a time for you to dedicate your life just to the things of God. But those that are married, they rather get distracted. And instead of them to be focused and more focused on the things and purpose of God for their lives, they are now more focused on pleasing their husband and keeping the house, family, children, and things like that. So it's a great. So you are already having a leveler. One of the leveler that you are having right now is your singleness. Great beneficial, great advantage. You are having great, what do you call it? Anyway, don't worry.
Leverage.
Asset. It's a great asset you're having. So but you must also be able to have good understanding of life, to be able to know that this is an asset, and to be able to use that your singleness to fulfill the purpose of God. Because singleness, the only thing God connects singleness with as an advantage in the Bible is that you'll be able to use that time of singleness to fulfill the purpose of God, to focus more on God, and to be able to accomplish the intentions and the plans of God for your life faster. But if you have been deceived by the deception of life and by the lies that everybody tells about you, that you are supposed to be married and something, then you are in depression and you are pitying yourself, then you even forfeit and lose your something. But the alarm system then, because God knows you are going to have challenge with your heart, with your health, He put the alarm system there, even though it's not growing, but it's for you to be able to, before that time, you are having the alarm system. You are supposed to have used and you are supposed to have maximized that time to do much before the health issue came. And now that the health issue is over a little bit and you are single, it's another great opportunity and wonderful time for you to now come and begin to run with a vengeance, to do things faster, to please God and accomplish His purpose for your life here on earth. And that is what you have started to do. Even the fact that you have been able to leave your job in England and move over here, and you are serving God now, you are doing this video, you are all about God, about the things of God. You are not in depression, you are not meeting with girls and saying, well, I'm not married, we are going to get a husband. You are really fulfilling, you are investing your life into eternity, into God, into His purpose, into life. You are already covering ground. And that those are some of the things you have to do, pay more attention to do. And so this is just an example in your own particular case. But why do I say that I needed my beard? I needed a beard, white beard, not just the hair, because it makes me more promiscuous, more promiscuous. I can promiscuous, or what's the word I'm looking for? It makes it more visible. And I can see it all the time, and I can, be able to relate to it because I know the message I'm getting. It makes me to walk every moment. It's giving me adrenaline, to be able to walk every minute and stronger, and and pursue and not to even rest. because I know I'm running against time, and my race, I'm running against eternity. So I need to be able to gather as much wealth and treasure in heaven as possible. So, and that's a great reminder for me.
Thank you, sir, for helping me out. I got an answer for me and any single person that's out there that have a related issue or can relate to what my question is and how it related to my life. So, sir, I just don't want to miss those ones that have been married or are married that have issues. I know you touched on them, but what can they do? Because, I can run with mine as a single person, that I can, run with my purpose now, and I understand it. It's not just knowing today. I still need to really think and also start working even harder, like you've just mentioned. But what about those that have been married, they're married, both even male, not female? Because we're talking about marriage and having children, and I think in my head I'm just thinking about female, but what about male as well, and especially female who are married, both genders really, not just one. What can they do so that it's not, because you've answered this single person, me and other single people, but the married ones, because there are loads of us, there are loads of them out there.
Yeah, but the people who are married, they also have gray hair. Even though people, you might have it late, or you might not have it in abundance, but even though the fact that you are married doesn't mean that you don't have the same reminder and leveler.
Yeah, but they missed it like I did, and not even pay attention to the gray hair.
Yes, if you, at least first of all, you have to know it, and God is helping you now to discover it and know this truth. Now it's time for you to prioritize your life, to be able to know that, okay, what have you done towards your calling, and how close have you to please God and to fulfill what He sent you here for. If you know you have not done that much, you have to put every other thing second place and make sure that you put God in first place in your life. Make sure family comes second. Make sure, every other thing comes second. And make sure that you now make, the purpose of God, the priority of God, to be the overriding priority in your life. And that is what you want to do above all and first of all.
Guys, I tried my best to help you out, representing you. I like that, actually, representing you. So let me just read some comments now. Okay, somebody said chai. I think that's chai is that, oh my God. This is a great wake-up factor. That's from D. Conspi.
That's Denise now.
Yeah, Denise. Oluwatoyin said, an analysis filled with wisdom, chai. Everyone is saying chai. I think the word you're trying to look for is prominent. Somebody else gave that word.
Not prominent.
Visible, prominent, apparent.
Okay, go ahead, no problem.
Okay. Let me go. Oriyomi said, maybe I need this, so. But, yes, I think, Omonike, I think DSA have answered that question. She said that, but I know someone who is 65 years and does not have a single gray hair.
Yeah, explain to them what that was.
Yes. The answer that DSA gave, or I think he gave, because I always get this part wrong, where I have to repeat what he said, was that, sir, can you help me out? I think he said that with people that don't have a gray hair in their head, they might have somewhere else, one, and also I asked if he doesn't have any gray hair. And I think the answer to that was that you're doing, maybe I made up this answer.
Okay.
Hold on, let him answer himself because I don't want to get it wrong.
Yes, what I'm saying is that you might not have gray hair, it might not be visible. It could be somewhere. It's like for me now, even though it's not visible, but I have it still. So it might be the same with other people. But more importantly, most people, it could be because they will live long. They will be here for long. So that might appear late because they will be here, they will have a lot of time to be able to fix it. But, it's still, it doesn't stop them from doing what they need to do. But it's just that, especially it's still normal. It's more normal to have it than not to have it. And the people who don't have it and gray hair at all, they might be having it somewhere else, or just late. It will come sooner or later. It might just come later.
Okay.
And it could be connected to the fact that they will live long.
Yes. So you've got that connection to your long life, and also that it might be somewhere else that is not so visible. But you need to do some checks. If you think that you don't have gray hair in your head, it might be in other areas. So there you go. I hope you all have gray hair. I don't want to do this alone. I hope you all have gray hair. So, okay, let's answer one question. Let's answer one question. So now, the question that I was asking earlier when I was robotic.
But you are reading the comments. I think you should read the comments.
I should still read. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to read your comment now. I'm reading on my iPad because I can't read it on the screen. So you can't see my face. I'm going to turn my face. Is that okay? Yeah? Okay. All right. Someone says, let me read from the top or the bottom. Oh, sorry, Nikki. You need to go back and watch this video. She said, what happened when you have gray hair early? Nikki, Skelly, go back and watch it. How are you? Anyway, so rewind. When this finishes, you can go back. Evan said something about gray hair is just an example. Your alarm will be relative to your purpose. That's what Evan said. Thank you, Irene. Pastor Irene, thank you very much. Bishop Richard said, great wisdom. Thank you, sir. There's some people debating if it's biblical or is your hypothesis.
I told them.
Yes, you did.
Tell them what I said.
Okay. Dr. Sunday said that this is his hypothesis. This is what he's a thinker, as you already know, so I don't need to explain that. And because of that, he's thought about this in depth, and this is his hypothesis. This is what he believes. And he mentioned that it's not, it's his thinking, it's his thoughts. It's not in the Bible.
It's not biblical or anything.
Yes.
Let them go and listen to the beginning. I said that.
Yes. No, a lot of people are clarifying that for the person that said that. But I also said that most of what he said in terms of the health issues, I can concur to that because it happened to me. So even if it's not biblical, for me, I recognize that.
From my thinking. Now, before you go, we were all looking for the word that I was looking for. Now I know the word. I remember the word. Conspicuous.
Conspicuous.
No, not conspicuous. Conspicuous. Inconspicuous. You don't know the word inconspicuous?
No
Come
idea.
and say. No idea? Inconspicuous.
Oh.
Or what do you call it? What do you pronounce it? How do you pronounce it?
Yeah, it's inconspicuous.
Not shares.
Yeah, it's called C.
Huh?
Yeah, it's yes. Inconspicuous.
It's called C. Inconspicuous. Okay, inconspicuous. That is invisible. But conspicuous is visible, you see. Visible place, conspicuous places. But I was, when you start saying something else, I was promiscuity. I was promiscuous. But I wanted to say
inconspicuous.
Conspicuous.
Okay.
Conspicuous.
Visible.
Yeah. But not shears, though. It's conspicuous.
It's shears.
It's not shears.
It's
conspicuous. It's not shears.
It's pronounced S. Conspicuous. C-O-C.
Shears.
Yes.
Or U. Is it the U we pronounce or the O?
Is oh, this is real grammar class.
Conspicuous. I'm the one who is right. Conspicuous. You see?
Okay.
Conspicuous. And you are saying conspicuous.
Okay, let's hear
It's
it
not
again. Let's
conspicuous.
hear it again.
Okay. Huh?
This is you get everything here.
Go listen to it as we are going to the dictionary. We are arguing about conspicuous. I said it's conspicuous, but you people are saying it is conspicuous. I say it's not conspicuous, it's conspicuous. So how does it say in the dictionary?
Conspicuous.
You see? Conspicuous. Conspicuous.
Conspicuous.
You see? Conspicuous.
Conspicuous.
Say it again.
Conspicuous.
You see?
It's not right. I'm right.
Conspicuous. It's not conspicuous. It's not C. It's not C. It's
Conspicuous.
Yeah.
Conspicuous.
Yeah.
Conspicuous.
Conspicuous. So when I'm talking about visible, conspicuous.
Conspicuous.
Places. Yeah.
You get everything here. Look at grammar class. I'm really enjoying this.
Not conspicuous. No.
Okay, it's conspicuous.
You almost, all of you are convincing me of the opposite. You are the ones who didn't go to school. My own school in Domila is better than your own in England. You went to school in England, you finished your high school in England, you finished primary school, secondary school, university. It's not helping you. My own in Domila school is doing better job than your own UK school. But your UK education, I never spoke English in my life, I told you, until I left Nigeria. And here we don't use English even. We don't even speak English here. We don't use English. I don't even use English here. Still my Domila English is good enough, you see. So thank God for a Domila education.
Look at this. That guy is not from England. Who knows where he's from? Maybe he's from Domila.
But he's an Englishman.
No, I don't have it.
It's the dictionary. This is
American.
Yeah, it's dictionary. It's international. It's just a dictionary.
Oh gosh, this is funny.
It's not a guy. It's the dictionary. Huh? British English. How does it pronounce? Huh?
Conspicuous. There's no
Conspicuous. Conspicuous.
British.
Conspicuous. Conspicuous.
Are you sure it's British?
Conspicuous. It's not about British or something. It's dictionary. It's dictionary. We just put voice to it.
Okay, conspicuous. Yeah. Conspicuous.
Conspicuous.
It's really funny. So you get grammar.
The one that is mostly used is inconspicuous. Okay. Inconspicuous. That is most widely used word. Inconspicuous means invisible, or it's not in an apparent place. But when you say, I'm trying to say conspicuous, and you are saying prominent. Prominent means popular.
Oh, obvious.
So, no, not just over. Prominent means prominent. That is means popular, prominent, visible, popular. But this is not what I'm saying. Prominent means prominent. It's good. It's visible. It's good. But this one, conspicuous, means is in a visible place. It is visible. It is seen to the eye. Yeah, not visible, seen to the eye. Or visible to the eye, or noticeable to the eye. Yeah, so that is what it means. Inconspicuous means it's not easily seen. It's not noticeable to the eye. It's not improminent. It's totally different. Something might be inconspicuous, not noticeable to the eye, but still prominent. So anyway, it's not English language class.
Yeah, but I am enjoying it. So I learned a new word and how to say the word, and also learn this about purpose and life.
Because you are used to cheers.
Yes, excuse me. English. Okay, so guys, that's it. Well, it's not it for the day. Yeah, that's it regarding that question about gray hair, sir.
Yeah, that's the only one we have time to answer today, unless you have more questions.
There's so many questions
in relation to that, because we have 30 days.
What about,
just keep your question, make sure you gather them, then you have enough time to answer.
Okay. Well, can I continue with this, with the question? Yeah. Because also there's the part of going to heaven. So you've answered the one.
We'll continue tomorrow. Our time is up.
Our time is up?
Yeah.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I laughed throughout the whole session, so I'm sorry, guys. Time is up. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let me just read your comments and say hello. Is that okay? Can I do that? Yeah? Okay. All right. Hi, Ernest, Ebon. Hi, thank you for joining. Pastor Nkiri again. Okay, maybe I should read. Singleness become opportunity to focus one's singleness become an opportunity to focus one energy into pursuing God's purpose for your life, maximizing the time to profitable God's ordained purpose become opportunity singleness offers. That's from Pastor Joseph. Thank you, sir. Conspicuous. Oh, somebody is reading. Conspicuous. It's conspicuous.
Not conspicuous.
Conspicuous. Conspicuous. Yeah? Conspicuous. Yeah. Learn it. I'm going to ask you tomorrow and I'm going to ask everybody to pronounce it. Okay. All right. Oh, what does the size of the alarm indicate? I have alarm going off everywhere. Okay, I think what this person means. Oh, who said this? Oh, who said? I have alarm going on.
Listen to the whole thing from beginning now.
The size. Yes, that's a good answer actually. Yes. So you can go back and listen to this. The size meaning in terms of the quantity of hair that you have. For you, just dye them and embed the alarm. No, not really. I'm only joking. Okay, go back and listen. This is really serious. Don't listen to me in terms of, diet. So sort it out. Go back and listen to this. Here's some great wisdom that you need to learn. Throughout this session, I've been through so many emotions. At some point, I wanted to cry, but now I'm laughing again. But by the time I go to sleep, I'll be thinking. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this today. I hope you have added wisdom, at least grammar, if anything, to your vocabulary.
At least gray hair.
Yes. Meaning and understanding of gray hair. And don't join anyone when they say, oh, it's because you're wise, use wisdom. Share this knowledge with other people as well. Don't just leave other people to live in the ignorance that it doesn't matter, which is what I've been living, or, it's because of wisdom, which, I use it to console myself at times, but I still diet. So tell people that it is an alarm and they need to be alert. And also maybe share this video with them. Copy the link and you can send it to your WhatsApp group. You can send it to your other groups on SMS, whatever platform. Copy the link on this and copy onto your page. Thank you so much for watching. I've enjoyed spending this time with you. I hope you have enjoyed it with us. So tomorrow we're back again, and we're back at the same time. So it's 9 p.m. Ukraine time. So say goodbye.
Well, before I say goodbye, I want to say, I've talked about gray hair today, but the same thing could be said about for men about bald hair.
Oh.
Yeah. So although it could also have biological explanation, but it could also be telling people something. So but more importantly, the whole thing I'm trying to just get at, I'm talking about alarm and all that, is that God, the Father God, wants to get your attention and wants to get my attention. And He's using every possible means to speak to us. So we could look at the weather, at the nature, and see how God, and hear Him speak to us. We could look at the moon, at the stars, at the environment, and see God speaking to us. So the ability to be able to hear God, even in our own body system, in our own body structure, in our own body changes, that what God is trying to talk to us about, it's also important that we learn to listen to God and hear God, even in the little roses and in the grass on the sea and on the field, and in the breeze of the air. God is trying to get our attention, to speak to us. So the ability to be able to hear him speak to us, even in such instances, is what matters. So gray hair especially, because that is not even speaking in whisper. That's speaking loud, screaming.
Wow. The ability. Okay. Wow. Thank you, sir. You know, the key word today is the ability to hear God, and that also that God,
It's calling for your attention.
yes, that God is calling for your attention, and everything that happens in nature, in your own body privately, it's not by chance. God did it for a reason, or God is alerting you for a reason. So you pay attention. I really need this, and to focus, pay attention, hear God, listen to God, try to understand God through nature, through my body. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate this. Thank you guys for listening. I've enjoyed my time with you. I hope you've enjoyed your time with me and Dr. Sunday. So we'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye. Mwah. See everyone. Hello, guys.